I was only at OVW for a week, and it was basically because I was sitting at home doing nothing. And I'm the type of guy that, like, I'm not like, oh, just sit at home and pay me, brother. Like, I want to do something. I want to work. I want to be on the road. I want to be training. I want to be doing something. And so they basically sent me there for a week, just a week. They sent me and Kid Kash and Johnny Swinger there for 1 week to train and to have a match on their TV. My week training there was Lance Storm's last week of actual training, which was awesome because I was a big fan of Lance and was like, shit, this is cool, man. I get to learn, you know, because I'm always willing to learn. I'm still learning to this day.
Did he remember you from ECW back in the day?
Probably not. God, probably not. I can't imagine. I cannot imagine he did because I was just a ham sandwich that got in the ring and probably showed him a bad wrist lock. Showed him a bad wrist lock, yeah. But I was like, wow, this is cool, man. Like, you know, because I knew that was his last week, and I'm real fortunate. I'm blessed to be put in this situation. So, you know, trained with those guys, and, you know, a lot of, you know, future WWE guys were there at the time. And I remember Ricky Steamboat came in the last day and just chatted with us for a couple hours, and I was like, just like a sponge, just soaking it up. Had the match with Kid Kash, and it was a good match. We both got killed by Snitsky at the end of it, because of course we did. And then and then went back home and again just sat and kind of waited. I literally would call Johnny Ace almost probably on a weekly basis. It's like, hey Johnny, anything I can do? No, just hang tight, kid. Okay. Hey Johnny, this indie wants to use me. I know I'm under contract, but is it cool if I? Yeah, go ahead, do it. Then we're, you know, starting to get frustrated, but like I can't tell him I'm frustrated. I'm like, hey Johnny, I'm just sitting at home. He's like,
how long was this now? How long were you there for?
This was, I signed in February, and I didn't go to OVW until May.
Okay.
So March, April, 3 months. And then I started on TV in August. I was told initially that they're revamping the Cruiserweight division. They bringing in me, they were bringing in Kid Kash, they were bringing in the Hoovy and Psychosis and those guys. Cool, you know, because I didn't think they were. I thought they were only hiring big guys. And then upon getting there, just, you know, doing the matches on Velocity and having good matches and what I thought were good matches at the time and giving a little bit of promo time was cool, but it was just kind of like, okay, this is happening, but what's really going on? And even going back, one of the writers, Sean Conway, he had called me probably a month before I started on TV, and he's like, okay, we just got to think of an idea for you, you know, so please pitch ideas, which I did, a bunch of ideas. And eventually, the week before I got into TV, he called me. He goes, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to bring you in, and you're going to be the future Frankie Kazarian. And I'm like, God, that's fucking brilliant. That's awesome. It's like, no, like, you know, you're the future. Like, this has been generations of the past, and the present is here, but you're the future. And I'm like, okay, all right. I'd been doing that for the previous however many years, so okay. But I mean, hey, who gets to come in with their own gimmick? So it was cool. So I was like, wow, they didn't really put a whole lot of thought into this, did they? But yeah.
Now it's been reported that Vince really loved your work and asked you to get a haircut so they could, I guess, get going with your character. You then asked for your release, not wanting to cut your hair. Why didn't you just cut your hair, or is that not the story?
The haircut was suggested.
By Steph?
By Vince.
Okay.
But it was in passing after Gorilla.
Right.
He was sitting in Gorilla. Great match, kid. Cut your hair. Can't see your face when you're selling. Oh, okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. The previous story going back is I used to always wear my hair in a ponytail, and Johnny Ace told me, wear your hair down. And I was like, it gets in my face when I wear it down, Johnny. He's like, no, wear it down. Like, okay. The one night I wear it down, I get told, cut your hair. Didn't really know that they were going to do anything with cruiserweights. And I was really young and naive to be in the WWE at the time, and didn't understand that it was such a machine and such a business. And I don't know what I was expecting, but maybe my expectations were different. And I think my immaturity got the best of me, and I just realized this is not what I thought it was, and that's by no fault of WWE's. That's absolutely 100% on me. I kind of, you know, I knew I had friends in TNA, and I had been told that, hey, if things don't work out up there for whatever reason, you always have a job here. And I had that in the back of my mind, and you know, and just honestly, if Vince would have said, hey kid, change the color of your gear, I would have still said, thanks but no thanks. And that's 100% on me not being mature enough as an athlete and as a man to be in that type of environment at the time. You know, it ultimately falls on me, I'll take all the blame for that. Being told that was just like, okay, you know, what else do they want to change about me? You know, what's next? Why don't you just make me like every one of the other cookie cutters coming out of OVW? That was my mindset. Maybe not right, but that was my mindset at the time. You know, I don't regret having that mindset. And it was like, hey, you know what? Like this, I just don't think this is, you know, gonna work out at this time. And it was. There was no heat. There was no bridges burned. It was just, you know. Looking back now, I mentally and on a maturity level wasn't ready to be there.
How did they react when you told them that?
Everyone's expendable, man. It's not like they,
yeah,
please stay. No, you can't go. Like, who the hell was I? You know, very understanding. Johnny Ace offered to help get me work in All Japan and stuff, and he said, I think we'll do business in the future, and I hope so. And I was young and stupid. I'm a little bit older and still stupid, but just stupid in different ways. And it was just, you know, it was cool. It was a cool parting, and you know. And looking back, was it the right decision? I don't know. I mean, I've had so many guys give me shit over the years, like, oh, to give him my left nut to be up there. That's you, man. That's you. I was in a different place, personally and professionally.
Now, about a year later, you cut your hair off at PWG.
Yeah. Which goes to show you that it wasn't about the hair.
Right.
Honest to God. Like, if anyone thinks it was about the goddamn hair, it wasn't. You know, it was... and that was kind of like, you know, after hearing this, you know, you get a little bit aggravated. You know, you hear the murmurings of, oh, the guy wouldn't cut his hair, what an asshole. It's like, dude, you didn't know the situation. So we basically did the thing. I did the thing in PWG where I had Scorpio Sky cut it off right there, and everyone, of course, that was the big, oh, he cut his hair for an indie, but he went, no, dummies, you don't get it. So yeah, it was kind of a big, to prove that it wasn't about the damn hair. So it's hair, it grows back. I don't have any of it now. It'll grow back in a month if I wanted to. Jeez, it's hair.